I mean, lots of people struggle with a transition from army to like civilian life, but once I was there and signed, it just makes you you feel like accepted.
During that 6 years that you've stepped away from football and are enjoying your time in the army, is the seed of I want to play professional football still in there?
Yeah, like I remember I'd go to the pub with my mates on like a Saturday, like when I wasn't playing football at the time, and you'd have like Gillette Soccer Saturday on in there, and I'd be having beers and stuff like that, and I'd see people that like I know playing, and I'd be sat there with my pint, and I'd be like putting it down, thinking like, what am I doing? Like that could have been me. So like it was always there, like a bit of like I was gutted to see it, like not gutted to see them doing well, but gutted because like I wanted to do it. So it was always there. It was just the opportunity never come up. I was never like bitter, because like, a lot of the players that I played with as a kid didn't make it either, and even lads that I thought were probably better than me didn't make it. So it was kind of like I felt like I'd watch someone, or say I'd watch like a League Two game or something like that on telly, be like, this is rubbish. Like I could play in this, but like it's very easy to say, innit? Like people do it now.
Yeah, we're all great from an armchair, aren't we?
That's what I mean. But like I generally thought like I can do better than this. Like what's he doing there? But
at what point did you address, you touched on before, that you felt at 17 you weren't fit enough, held you back? Because quite obviously you're capable as a footballer. At what point did you address that? And at what point did you feel like you were gaining success with your football because of that?
Well, it's probably the Farnborough one, really. So I played for a team called Pagham in the Sussex County League, whilst I was still like joining the army, doing my training and stuff like that. And like football fitness is a lot different. I was fit when I come out like of basic training and that, and I played a little 20 minutes there, and I was blowing. But I knew that I was better than that level. And I started playing in the army, like for the army team and stuff like that, which is quite a good level. A lot, like some of the lads in there were playing like Conference South and that. I was thinking, if he's playing Conference South, like I can play that.
You were allowed to play in the army?
Yeah, you were allowed to play. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Like the army actually liked it. They do all the stuff like on social media and that now. Like some of the lads play for Hungerford, like the goalkeeper and one of the defenders there. They're always tweeting about it and stuff like that. They encourage it. They like it. Is
there a level, like there's a cut-off, like if you play?
Yeah, because like with me, they wouldn't allow me to play like full-time and like play and be in the army. Because like, they're like, it can't get in the way of your work. So as long as you can manage your sport around work, then they're happy. But it got to like, it's different with rugby though. They have like professional rugby players that play internationally, but they play rugby and they're classed as a soldier as well. But they were trying to sort out that it was going to be the same as that for me, so that I could stay in the army and be a footballer. But they couldn't come to like an agreement. It would have been quite cool.
Yeah, it would have worked out for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been nice, double pay and that.
So we're talking about opportunity as a starting theme, obviously, for your career. We haven't really got into, because you've made a decision, like an enormous decision, to leave the army before you've had a trial, before you've even spoken to an agent or did the video of yourself to send to clubs.
Yeah.
How do you come to that decision? How big of a decision is that?
Yeah, it was massive, because obviously the army's like a bubble and it's comfortable. You know, you've got your mates there. Sometimes it feels like it's not even work. But I was getting annoyed with like not the job. Like, so like if I was on tour, say Afghan or something like that, it was good. Like you had like a purpose, but normal day-to-day work, sometimes they'd just find things for you to do just so that you're not doing nothing. And it was like that kind of thing like pissed me off a bit, because it would just be like pointless things. Or you'd sit about all day like in this crew room till like 4 o'clock, and you think, oh yeah, finish that, I'll go gym and stuff like that. And then they go, right, all of you've got to go and do this now, and give you a job to do at like 4 o'clock. And it was just like the sort of bullshit of it. And I was just like, I hate this part of it. Like, and obviously the pay's all right, but to get to like, you know, a real decent wage, you would have had to be in like 20, 25 years. And then once you've been in 20, 25 years, you come to your service is only meant to be 22 years unless they like extend it. So once you've been there, you finally achieve that pay, and then they're like, yeah, your service is finished. Like, you get a pension, but you're still only going to be like, I mean, I would have been like 45, 50 or whatever by the time I'd finish, something like that. Then I'd have to find another job anyway. And I was just like, and I looked at the job that the other soldiers were doing, like the rank above me. They were sat in an office and that. And I was like, I don't even want to do that. So I kind of had like a moment where I was like, yeah, football's like, I really want to achieve being a professional footballer. But do I really, if I'm not going to go out and do that, like, do I really want to stay in the army and have a career a full career in the army? No, not really, because I didn't really like the look of what the ranks above me were doing anyway. So I made a decision to sign off and try and pursue being a footballer. But then I had like in my head, what else can I do? And I was thinking, I could be like a personal trainer or something like that. But really, I was kind of like, I don't even want to do that anyway. So I don't know what I would have actually done if the football didn't work out.
All or nothing.
Yeah, it was kind of all or nothing. But I was saying to the people in the army, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, like personal training and things like that, because I had a lot of people going, oh, you'll be back, like, you know, all the banter, like, oh yeah, you think you're going to be a professional footballer and all that, and they all banter you, like, and then when you actually do it, you're kind of like, yeah.
A lot of people talk about when they set goals, by saying them out loud, obviously they become a little bit more real. Did you tell people like, I'm going to do this, or was it, I'm going to try and do this?
No, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm like, and you have your mates who you're playing the same team with. Be like, I could do that as well. If you're doing it, I'll do it. And it's like a lad who always had injuries and that. He's like, and we played together, and he was decent, but like not as good as what I was. But he was just like, I'd have been a footballer if I didn't get injured. Like, I'd be where you were. Like, yeah, he generally believes it. Yeah, oh yeah, of course you would, mate. But no, I generally believed, like, I was so just like focused and driven. Like, I remember speaking to one of my mates a while ago when I was struggling, like, as in the period we just spoke about. He was like, I remember when you first signed for Rovers, you were just so focused. Like, what's changed? I was like, I don't know. Like, and it like that conversation just helped me. Yeah, it just
remembering that moment,
remembering like I was like trying to remember the things that I was doing, and like I just lived football for that period. Like since I found out about that trial, absolutely just didn't think about anything else.